Welcome back. Scientists are examining the causes and effects of an enormous iceberg breaking away from the Antarctic Peninsula. The 2,200 square mile floating block of ice represents one of the biggest such events ever recorded. It's getting global attention for its significance in climate change. CNN's Kyung La has more.
A crack more than 120 miles long on the east side of the Antarctic Peninsula, finally breaking off, creating a spectacular iceberg weighing more than 1 trillion metric tons, roughly the size of Delaware.
It's one of the largest icebergs in human history.
UCLA professor Aradhana Tripathi has spent her career studying Antarctic ice, traveling to the very peninsula where the ice shelf called Larsen C broke off. Professor Tripathi has seen 2 other big sections of the peninsula break off and dissolve. The first in 1995 and then another in 2002. She watched as this crack grew for years, caught off guard that this break happened so soon. What this latest break means is something scientists aren't yet agreed on. Antarctica, the coldest place on Earth, is a continent covered in ice, and icebergs have been breaking away from ice shelves for millions of years. But at the end of the 20th century, the peninsula was one of the fastest warming places on the planet. That warming has slowed or reversed slightly in this century. You learn all of this just from samples of ice.
You learn that from samples of ice and samples of rock.
This geochemist says the overall trends in the Arctic point to global warming.
The fact that we've had 7 out of the 12 ice shelves on Antarctica collapse in the last few decades, and this one appears to be ready to go with the breaking off of this major iceberg, that it's hard to attribute to anything else.
For now, scientists will track the new iceberg to see if and when it melts. And maps? They'll have to be redrawn for the ever-changing geography in Antarctica. Kyung La, CNN, Los Angeles.